This is Step Up. Okay, guys, I have an important revelation, and it's going to throw you for a trip. It threw me for a trip, and I'm going to share it with you, and I want you to consider it. Watch this video over again and again if you have to, and contemplate it attentively. So I just realized something, and it was provoked. It was building up to this moment, of course, with what the Lord has given me and the understanding and messages that I've received that I've been trying to make sense of, showing, leading us, building us up to expectancy for the timing of when the rapture is going to be around. Possibly. Now, again, I'm not going to say, "Thus saith the Lord," but this revelation I think is important to consider, knowing that many of us are receiving confirmations similar to one another, and we know the time now is short. We're on borrowed time, really. So, take a look at this. I want you to contemplate this. Take a look at this and understand that it's important. Consider it seriously. So, Holly WV posted, "Leaving earlier than expected, devil confused timing," and she's saying that basically she summarized her dream, revealed that the devil was mixing up our calendars, and it's difficult for anyone to understand the timing because of that. And it's just very interesting to me because it started to provoke my thought into reflecting on all the things I received about the timing of the rapture. And as you know, I was pointed extensively to Esther and the time frame of the feast and fast of Esther. Okay, and that is a high potential. But I am seeing something very clear now, that in fact the time of Esther is pointing to the timing of our departure soon after, which is, as many have looked at, Passover. Sometime in the 7 to 8 day period of Passover, the celebration of unleavened bread. I believe particularly the resurrection day, first fruits, or the crossing of the Jordan. Okay? So that's the last great day. Okay. So I went in and I looked back at the 12th month, the timing of Esther here that we were looking at, starting from the 1st of March to the 4th of March, 2018. And we know the 2nd of March, we were pointed to this and confirmed that from the brother's dream beyond ESTHER, that he received a dream that there would be a short amount of time, or a short distance of time, according to God and God's measurement, from Billy Graham's funeral memorial to our departure, to the rapture. So this is, again, another confirmation, and I believe that's sound and true and from the Lord, because it's lining up with whatever, everything I've been given too. So that was on March 2nd, okay? So that what's brought me to the idea, also, I was given the message, audible word in my spirit very clearly, as if I could hear, like just somebody right beside me. Take a message, and then I was given a vision of a chick, okay? I was given a vision of a chick, a yellow chick, and I knew it represented Easter. And then the Holy Spirit said, no, you're pronouncing it wrong. It's not Easter, it's Esther. 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 Now I realize that was the Holy Spirit telling me, and some of you shared this with me at the time, but I thought it was the reverse message because, of course, knowing and seeing the things culminating, such as Billy Graham's funeral and everything that, appeared here, that was a high watch and a potential fulfillment. But we see it's not that time, it's been delayed. That's not according to God's time. So it's pushed back further from our understanding, or at least, many and my understanding, okay? So really, it was saying Passover starting here, the original fast of Esther, right here, the original fast of Esther. Oops, sorry guys. Let me fix that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so anyways, the original fast of Esther is the right one on God's calendar. So this is what I'm trying to say. The calendars are not necessarily off, but the feasts are off. Okay, and I know that's gonna sound confusing. Don't try to explain it, okay? There's just some things that can't be explained, and God's time, again, is different from our time. So what I want you to focus on is, we are looking at, what is God's clock? What is His calendar? What is His time? Okay, His time is different from ours. This is the revelation. The original fast of Esther, this Passover, is not Passover to God. It is the fast of Esther, this timing, the original one. So in the spiritual world, the spiritual Passover that we're waiting, the spiritual resurrection, the spiritual first fruits, the spiritual crossing of the Red Sea into the Promised Land with Joshua, Yeshua, Jesus, the last great day, 7th day, and this is also the 8th day of the whole Passover time frame. Okay. This is the fast of Esther according to God's clock. That's what He was telling me when He was saying, now I realize Easter is Esther time. It's not Passover time. You see, guys? Now we can see that in hindsight, obviously. But this was not Passover. So I want to tell you something. Okay? I went to the calendar the 1st of March to, okay, the original fast, the 30th of March. So let's put that in the calculator. March 1st, 2018 to March 30th, 2018. From the fast to the fast. From Esther to Esther. From the one we were looking at to the original one. Let's see the difference. Okay. It's 29 days excluding the 30th. So including that would be 30 days. There's a 30-day difference here. You see that, guys? 30 days. 30-day delay. All right. Okay? 30-day delay. There you go. So, now pay attention. If we take this 30-day delay and we go to the calendar and we measure the difference, one more day, okay? So 30 days would bring us to the 31st of March, all right? The 31st of March, which is the start of Passover. The 31st, the 30-day difference starts Passover. Okay? But in fact, this is the start of Esther. So then, since we know there's 30 days between the original Esther and the Esther that we were looking at, or we know that there's 30 days between Esther and the 31st, Passover when we thought it was, we take that 30-day difference and we apply it to find our new spiritual Passover. Where does that bring you? Where does that bring you? Sorry, that's the wrong one. That brings you to April 30th. Guys, take a look at this. April 30th. From the 31st of March, okay, 30 days, April 30th, April 30th, the 30-day delay. And I don't think this has to do with the barley. I don't think, because the barley was on track when we were looking at it, I don't think it has to do with the sun. I don't think it has to necessarily do with that, the calendar. I think it has to do with one thing and one thing alone. That it's God's watch and it's the spiritual one. And that was the information that he's been giving, and now it lines up because some people have been given the calendars are off 30 days. I think it's the feasts are off 30 days. I don't see it the calendar. I see it as the spiritual clock, God's clock. His feast time is 30 days from when we are seeing it now, which brings us to the 30th of April to start Passover. All right, right there. And that, guess what that is? That's second Passover. So you count, this would be the risen lamb. The 3rd of May to the 4th of May, that would be Resurrection Day. And 7th and 8th, the 21st day would be the 21st day would be the last great day, the Jordan crossing. Okay, guys? Delayed. Our redemption Our redemption draws nigh. I pray this blesses you. Amen.